Hi everyone, my name is Isra. Today I'm going to share with you the August energy update. This is a channeled message where I tune in to see what message there is for those who are watching this video. And of course, as always, take what resonates with you, and if it doesn't resonate, then the message is not for you. So when I was tuning in, the first message that was coming through is the need to honor what your heart desires, what you want. Becoming aware of you. Sometimes we forget ourselves. Sometimes we are focused on other people, and this is maybe coming from a people-pleasing tendency or coming from an inner child wound where we are putting more attention or energy onto what people think over what we want and what we desire. And of course, that does not make you selfish. It's all about balance. It's about tuning into your heart and feeling like, how do I feel with this person? Do I feel respected? Do I feel honored? Do I feel that I'm being devalued or degraded in their presence? And that in itself is an indication whether this person should stay in your life or not, whether it be a friend, whether it be a partner, which can be extremely difficult because, people get comfortable with their partner, even if it's toxic, and we know it's like, okay, I gotta leave this is not healthy, the communication is not there, the intimacy is not there, what am I doing? And that's okay, because you're not alone. If you have been in this situation or are in this situation, know that this is something that occurs because we get comfortable, and this is a gradual thing where the person is doing something and we think, okay, they might change, and we see their potential. We see, okay, they are going to be maybe different in the future. But the reality of the situation is that sometimes without the pressure, the person will procrastinate that. They won't even be aware that there's something that needs to be changed. So that's why letting go and breaking the connection off is the healthiest thing for you, for your mental health, for your nervous system, because over time, the nervous system will get used to this sort of behavior, and we don't realize the negative impact that it can have on us physically, mentally, and emotionally. And why I say physically is because eventually whatever is suppressed in emotions, whatever words are suppressed, they will come up on the physical level. And this also is connected to the nervous system. So if we're in this fight or flight, or if we're trying to please them, walk on eggshells around them, then we are actually fawning. It's like a reaction of fawning, like making sure that they're happy and forgetting about ourselves in this interaction. And when you leave this connection or you create space, you will then start to wake up and realize, oh my gosh, I've been giving my power away so much. And we're beginning the month with Leo energy, and Leo is about being in your power, expressing yourself unapologetically, taking up space without thinking you're too much, because you are never ever too much. Welcome the intensity in your words without projecting, without name calling, without putting the anger onto them, where you are assertive and you speak your truth with no fear. At the same time, coming from a compassionate place towards yourself and towards the other person, realizing that we are all coming from different circumstances, different upbringings and woundings. And so do not hold back from speaking your truth. Your truth is their medicine that they need to hear. Yes, they might get triggered, but that trigger is what's going to allow them to grow to a higher or greater version of themselves. And so in a way, I thank those people who spoke the truth to me, where they're like, hey, you shouldn't be with that person. Oh, hey, the way you said that was not comfortable for me. I might, in the past would get defensive, but then when a person just separates or steps back and separates from their ego, which is a very difficult thing, of course, this will then allow you to be able to be like, okay, obviously I'm not perfect, no one's perfect, and this is an opportunity for learning. That's what relationships are. No one teaches us how to navigate these very uncomfortable, confrontational experiences that may occur when we're in relationships. So just know that coming from a compassionate and loving space and asking the person like, hey, I need to talk about something that's been coming up. Are you open to that right now? When works for you? And that's going to make a huge difference, because if the person's not ready and you open up, you feel rejected. You feel like, oh, this person's not like the right person for me, but maybe it's just the timing. So it could be like, okay, how about tomorrow? Can we, have a talk about this tomorrow in the evening? And this can make a huge difference. So communication, speaking your truth, really releasing the tension in your throat chakra, throat energy, by saying what you really want to say. Shame can hold us back. Fear of abandonment can hold us back. The fear of just not being loved is also holding us back. But in a way, you are loving yourself so much more when you actually give yourself permission to say what you really want to say. This is a form of self-love. And I know it could be very difficult. And so practicing or writing in your journal, what am I going to say? Or even voice messaging yourself, voice recording yourself can really make a huge, huge difference. And that brings me to the next point. That is around letting go of your previous identity that has been limiting you, that's been holding you back, and asking yourself, what do I desire? And what do I need to release and let go in order to bring that more into my life? So the word that kept on coming to me, which sounds really intense, is ego death. It's like you just letting go of that previous self and being reborn. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes, the metamorphosis, the caterpillar to the butterfly, taking flight into a higher frequency. And in the month of August, which started in July, there is something called the Lionsgate portal. And of course, take what resonates with you. You might not, vibe with this, and that's okay. The Lionsgate portal is a portal connected to the planet Sirius. And this begins from July 26th until August 12th or the 13th. And this portal is bringing in high vibrational frequency that is meant to increase our vibrational frequency, but also upgrade our DNA. And this is a very important time to actually meditate in order to integrate and to receive these incoming frequencies. So the way to do this is to sit down with yourself and just say, I'm open to receiving the upgrades that are coming through for my highest good, connecting to your heart, grounding into your body prior to this, connecting to the earth's energy, and connecting to your highest self, and just being open to receiving these upgrades. Now, it may come through as heightened sensitivity. It may come through as revelations, ideas coming through for you, awareness about your life in a whole new way that you never saw before. And you're like, okay, I'm going to take this new path. And that new path might mean a letting go of a previous identity that was limiting you from stepping into your glorious self, into your joyous self. And this glorious and joyous energy, I think of the solar plexus chakra, I think of Leo energy, Leo season. And Sirius, or Lionsgate, is connected to the Lions people. So really taking up the space and really seeing your own truth and your power, and cutting the cords from people who are not serving you, from people who have been just not respecting your energy and valuing you. That will make a huge difference. You'll feel free, more free than before. It's like a weight that you were carrying. You cut that off, you'll feel more free. And that's when you take flight. It's like the energy of the bird, the eagle, going up higher in frequency, and seeing things from a higher perspective. In that, you receive more messages from your higher self, from your intuition. So this is like a transformative metamorphosis kind of time. And with that, there can be some resistance. So that's my third point. That is surrendering and letting go of control, letting go of that rigidity. And that can be, it's an art, honestly, to let go of control. It just like how can I trust, and this is the point that was really coming through for me, how can I trust the universe more? I trust the universe that is doing the best, that's what's best for me. And trusting that fully, you'll feel like almost something that was covering your eyes, it'll be cleared up for you. So this is a very important process, surrendering, letting go, releasing. And so I think there's, at the beginning of the month, there's the full moon in the sign of Aquarius. So seeing what's best for the collective, what's best for also for you. It's the Aquarius, Leo energy. And then the Lionsgate energy, you will need to create time and space for you to integrate that. And one of the ways that I always mention is just creating this sacred space. You can drink some matcha, you can drink some ceremonial grade cacao. I have the link to my favorite cacao down below in the description box. This is a plant medicine that is gentle and very, very powerful in connecting you to your emotions, into your intuition. It connects you to your body and gives the nourishment to your body. I take out cards, I drink the cacao, and I just create space to listen. And that will really help you with gaining clarity. During the process of us doing the inner work, it's so important to take care and nourish your body and to rest and not to follow what society says in the sense of go, 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 doing culture, fast-paced culture. You are deserving of slowing down and listening. This thing of listening to your inner wisdom will really make a huge difference in your life. It will shift your life. It will allow you to feel like you are deeply connected to yourself. It's the thing that shifted me completely when I started to listen. Mental stuff that was coming up for me, anxiety, depression, that's when I started to restabilize into my truth and into my center and my heart frequency. Another thing is when it comes to taking up space, also seeing where there's imposter syndrome, where you feel like, I don't have enough information. Why should I be sharing this? Who's gonna see this material that I'm sharing? Doesn't matter. That's what I always said. Like, I was like so afraid of being seen. But then I realized the world needed this. You know, it doesn't matter if 2 people, 10 people, 20 people see you. All content creators started somewhere. They started with 5 viewers with maybe not the best quality videos, but over time you learn. You can't expect perfectionism from the very beginning. It doesn't make any sense. So that's something to be aware of. Also, I am feeling, even though, you know, for the month of August, I am feeling the energy of Mary Magdalene quite a bit. This very powerful, sensual energy that's coming through, that's going to pour into August. So I took some cards out from the Rose Oracle card deck. Also, Leo energy, I think of the heart energy, and I think of the rose. So the first card is open, say yes. Open up to the extremes of life, expand through the extremes of life, trust life. So the position of the lady in the picture here is opening up. She's like opening up to surrendering. It's like letting go of that control, just to reaffirm that message, saying yes to things where you were saying no to, where you're like, okay, you know what, I am scared of doing this, or there is like a limitation around like, oh, I shouldn't be putting my money into this. But just know, if what you've said no to prior, maybe saying yes, will create a whole new bunch of opportunities, a greater amount of abundance, a greater amount of love coming into your life. So really allowing for that, trusting life, trusting the universe has got your back, and to reach out and to ask from, you know, from God, the universe, the angels, whomever, for help. I need help with this situation. How do I move through this emotion? How do I move through this situation, through this partnership, this situation that's not serving me? How can I transmute this difficult time in my life? That will really help you. Trusting in life. And the second card is after the rain, silver lining, relief, hope. mercy. It's over in acceptance. That no matter how difficult a time is, there will always, always be the silver lining. There will always be the shift that will occur, and you will receive what you've been looking for. And the rain is a cleansing frequency. It clears away. So after it rains, there's such a new energy that comes through. And this year is the 9-year in numerology. If you add up the numbers of 2025, it's 9. And with the completions, with endings, there is always new beginnings. And again, that phoenix energy rising from the ashes, a whole new beginning, an acceptance of what has happened. You will then be able to extract the wisdom from this situation. Again, not so easy, but know that you are supported, not only from the universe, from God, but also from the people around you. And also another message that was coming through, and this is the 3rd card, it's around asking from help from your wise and well ancestors. But what I was actually receiving here was around the energy of your starseed family. Again, if that resonates with you, because I was looking at the center here and I could see the universe, and with the energy of Cyrus, the Pleiades also, but Cyrus specifically, I could feel that you're not alone, and the information that you know that is within you that maybe you have yet to tap into is coming back online slowly and gradually. It might happen next month, might not happen. Also, with the energy of the Lion's Gate, there's this upgrade in abundance, this opportunity, this window of opportunity of opening up to greater abundance. Remember who you are and know who you are. Because when you do know who you are, no one else can tell you who you are. And I also took from the Isis Oracle card deck, and the first card that I took out was Knot of Isis, Energetic Stabilization with the Buckle of the Beloved. This card is talking about the stabilizing of this new high vibrational energy. And as that happens, there can be some internal shifts that are happening physically, emotionally, energetically, and having love and compassion for yourself and nourishing your body, where you're slowing down, meditating. If you feel tired or exhausted, take 5-10 minutes where you're lying down and do a full body relaxation meditation. This will make a huge, huge difference for you. And through that, there might be some things that may come up where they're uncomfortable. So you're entering the chamber of healing in the divine chamber of the Lady Isis. So it might seem dark, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. No matter what, there's always the silver lining. You will see the light. And again, if it resonates with you. And the 3rd card, after all of that, you will unlock a whole new potential in your creativity, in what you're sharing with the world, and it will be a greater energetic frequency, a greater energetic print onto the world. So flower of life, divine creativity, and manifestation, bringing in through what you desire more of. So that was the energy update for August. Feel free to comment below. Thank you so much for watching, for listening all the way till the end. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I really, really, really appreciate it. And like this video, that way it gets out there more to more people who would benefit from these messages. And thank you so much for watching. Much love to you.